Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Leslie Weidenbender, and today I'm here with Representative Todd Huston. He's a Republican from Fishers. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you're in your first session. Tell us about how it's going.
You know, it's been a blast. I've learned a lot. I think it's gone well. You know, the process is something that it takes a little bit of time to learn, but you know, I've enjoyed the issues. I've enjoyed the discussions. You know, it's somebody that loves to learn. It's been a blast. I mean, to sit down, talk to Tim Brown about Medicaid expansion, talk to Jeff Thompson about you know, issues around property taxes and circuit breaker, talk to Bob Bain about education issues. You know, you learn something new every day here, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. And I'm just trying to, you know, be as effective as I can and work throughout the process.
So you had been working at the Department of Education before you ran to be in the General Assembly. How has that affected what you've been doing?
Well, the DOE experience, and you know, I've been a private sector guy for my entire career. I spent a couple of years in the DOE with Tony, and you know, it's been helpful in the aspect that I've spent some time in this building. I've got relationships with people in this building and understanding the process. Obviously, on the issue of education, I got a little bit of a head start on, still have a lot to learn, but a little bit of a head start on you know, some details around that issue. So it's been helpful. And as I tell people, I'm glad for the experience, because you just walked in this building with no experience. I could imagine, you know, what your first session would be like. So
you've got your name on several pieces of legislation already. One of them is a voucher bill, a bill to expand the private school voucher program. Why do you think that's important?
You know, I just fundamentally believe in school choice. You know, I think, you know, in my community, which is Fishers, I've lived there since 1984. I mean, you know, school choice has been the predominant driver of why our community has grown. I mean, you know, people move to the community, people with the economic well-being enough to move to our community, send their kids to our schools, the Hansel-Eastern schools. So I think everyone should have that option. You know, you shouldn't just be if you're financially well off enough to be able to move, but those people that care about their kids but don't have the means to be able to. And so I think, you know, the voucher is one of the great success stories of our state over the last 2 years. You know, 9,000 kids have been educated, maybe potentially changing the trajectory of their life because they're getting an education that better meets their needs. And frankly, a cost savings of $4 million a state, which has been redistributed to public schools. So, you know, it's been a win-win for everyone. I certainly respect people who have a difference of opinion about, you know, the money going to religious schools. I just think, you know, it's the right thing for kids, and everything I do, I try and keep in perspective. Is it the right thing to do for kids? It may not be the easiest thing for me, but it's the right thing to do for a kid.
One of the controversies here in Indiana is the Common Core curriculum or standards, which Indiana has adopted, but some lawmakers want to put a pause on. What do you think about that?
I actually think that's a mistake. You know, I think there's been, unfortunately, some misinformation about the Common Core. I mean, the Common Core is a state-led initiative. It started prior to the Obama administration, and by the Chiefs Council for State School Officers, National Governors Association led on it. You know, I think they're better standards. I think when you talk to teachers, you hear that. A lot of superintendents just send a letter endorsing the Common Core. I think we've heard that pretty loud and clear. I also worry about the impacts of not being on the Common Core. 44 states have adopted Common Core. You know, where are we going to get our instructional materials? How are they going to be aligned? Are they going to be aligned to the types of assessments that are going to be used to make sure our kids are college and career ready? And I think the other issue that we have to be, you know, conscientious of is the fact that, you know, we are not a state that you know, we want comparability among states. We want to see how we're doing, and in that way, you know, I think the Common Core is the right thing. I think, you know, we should continue implementation of it.
Thank you so much, Representative Huston. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
I'm Leslie Weidenbender with the StateHouseFile.com and Comcast Newsmakers.